Hello and welcome. My name is Lorrayne Ham, and this is Live Your Best Life, channel for starseeds, light workers, people on the ascension path, and all people seeking to grow, expand, and to know more. Today I want to talk to you about caring for your body. Our society does not support us loving our body. Everywhere we turn, we see images and ads telling us that we're too fat, we're too sick, we're too something, and we're not well and healthy. We're bombarded with drug ads and diet ads, and none of them teach us how amazing our bodies are, and that our bodies have the ability to heal themselves if we give them what they need and we get out of the way. In other words, we don't add to the problem. Now, I'm not saying that health, fitness, diet programs aren't good. I'm just saying that where we probably ought to start is in our psyche, in our conscious and subconscious mind, to discover what our thoughts are about our bodies so that we're not feeding counter information to ourselves, because we are in a collaborative effort with our physical cells. We are a community of cells with consciousness. Think about that. Each one of your cells has its own individual consciousness and personality. It is, let's say, a heart cell. A heart cell has the ability to radiate consciousness, radiate light and frequency and energy that has been measured by Heart Math Institute way outside the body. It has its own thinking consciousness as a collective of heart cells. Think of this in the sense of your liver and your pancreas and your stomach. Your stomach has been called the second brain. Your cells in your intestines can actually make you crave things that aren't good for you. The bacteria that we coexist with in a holobiome, which is a system that keeps us alive. They can't live without us, and we can't live without them. Think about that. We truly are a community coalesced as a physical body. And because of that, because we're not just us in our, solo, self-focused environment, once we start thinking of ourselves as a community, we start thinking of what's best for the community. What does this community need to be at its optimal level? How can I support this community? Your thoughts are a really good place to start. What you think about your body. We have been taught to make our bodies the enemy. I don't know about you, but growing up, there was a lot of subliminal and not so subliminal messages telling me that my body wasn't good enough. There was something wrong with it. At 12, I developed very young. I had breasts and hips and a tiny little waist. I was a Marilyn Monroe in a twiggy world. And I was told I was fat. Now, there wasn't anything about me that was fat. I weighed 130 pounds. I was 5'6.5". That's the perfect weight for that height and build. But was I told that I was beautiful and perfect? No, I was told there was something not right about me, and I needed to not like my body. Add on top of that early trauma and early sexual abuse, distorting my view of my body. many things happen, and those are all just stories that happen to us when we are younger. The messages we hear from our parents about what they think about their bodies. I didn't grow up in a family that exercise and taking care of the body in that way. Daily walks were not really something that my family did. However, my grandmother was always on a diet. So and because I was like my grandmother, I was, sort of glumped into that I should be on a diet. These are all messages that we learn that turn us against loving this miraculous body that we live in. And my goal for this video is really to help you start to look at, what are your thoughts about your body? Do you look at your body with shame and guilt and disgust? Or do you look at your body and go, wow, you are the most amazing system on the planet? Think about it. All of these cells communicating with each other to keep you moving through your day, to help you to live your best life, to accomplish the mission that you came here, that you birthed into this world to be. You are a miraculous presence, a gift to the world. And when you can start wrapping your mind around that and caring for the physical body that is helping you move through that and accomplish your mission, what a blessing that is. Your whole world changes when you don't look at your life and your body as something to battle against or struggle with. When you look at your body as a wonderful blessing, when you look at your body as it teaching you how to be the best you can be, things come up in our bodies as indicators to give us a signal, a synchronistic nudge to maybe look at something differently or to put us back on track. Some of us need to be hit by a 2x4 in order to get our attention. Unfortunately, that's kind of how I approached my body and my life. My spiritual journey was, the 2x4 method. I was reluctant, resistant, and loving this was really hard. But when I realized that my body only wants what's best for me, my holobiome, my entire system wants to work with me. It wants to provide me the best experience possible. When I surrendered to the intelligence of my body and I let it guide me by its nudges and its intuitions, by its recommendations. For instance, my body craves salads. I love salads. And it's craving salads because it wants the nutrition and it knows that that would be the best thing for me. Now, that doesn't say there aren't times where those cravings are sugar-laden and I know toxic-laden. Now, I don't feed that. That may be the voice of rogue bacteria in my small intestine trying to get me to feed them in a process where I'm in a process of helping them to die off. Those are the rogue invaders. Those are the ones that aren't part of the holobiome. They aren't intended to be part of the system, but by bad habits or, a moment of weakness, I fed my body something which allowed this little army to rise up and start, its attack, if you will, on my system. When they're in the process of die-off, they will send messages up to your brain saying, feed me, feed me, feed me. And I know better. I've learned what is it to truly take care of my body. And I communicate with my body through applied kinesiology, muscle testing. I use my muscles as indicators to tell me, is this something my body really wants, or is this a message from those little invaders that I'm in the process of kicking out? So once you get the tools, techniques, knowledge, and information to care for this beautiful body, your body will bless you with many returns of health, strength, and balance. Develop a love relationship with your body. Think of all those trillions of cells that are doing their best to help you. And as we move through this time of celebration, think about, is what I'm doing now the best thing for the community that is me? And what can I do to support this community going forward? In January, I will be launching my new course, Heal at Cause. This will be the first of 3 segments of a complete health and wellness system. And I will be releasing videos to teach you more about how to care for your body. But I wanted to let you know to keep a lookout for this course coming, because it is a course that will put you back in the driver's seat of your health and well-being. We're teaching how to care for the physical body, all the physical components, the structural, the exercise, rest, nutrition, and each one of these components has full, I hate it when my brain just goes, Each one of these segments of the physical component has sub-segments that you will learn how to care for and do a complete physical exam. We have an emotional component, which is 90% of all physical dis-ease in the body has an emotional foundation. So we cover how to purge that out of your being, out of your subconscious, so that it's not subconsciously driving behaviors that are destructive to your overall well-being. And the third component is a spiritual component, looking at chakras and entity attachments and other things, the electrical system, that can hinder the flow of energy through your body for an optimal total well-being system. This is a lifetime of knowledge and information gathered to support you moving into the 5th dimension with a complete system of healing for yourself and others. Now, I am not a medical professional. I don't have a license. I am a certified health facilitator, meaning that I have done thousands of hours of training, teaching, assisting, and supporting to come into this knowledge. And it is my goal to share that. That is my mission, to share this so that you're in the driver's seat of your whole experience, your physical interaction with the world as we elevate in frequency, having our knowledge of the physical, of the community that is us moving forward. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you gain some knowledge and information, that you understand that you are more than just a singular you. You are a community interacting with the greater whole, here for a purpose and a mission, and you are loved beyond measure. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.